Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's England Saints going up against Freeman's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Kill.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Josh Hill has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. It's Brees. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Brees on third down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Brees on the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. They go screen. This is Ingram. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Freeman again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Breeze now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From the gun, it's Breeze. His throw incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, here's Camaro. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant from the right. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man, it's Brandon Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
Ted Ginn's going to go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 67 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Breeze will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Ted Ginn's gonna go. He's at the 30. 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He finds an opening past the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down. Final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's got room. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do?
You get pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. It's Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running.
And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. To throw is Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we got a second here, and thinking back to Week 15, a cool moment in that Panthers-Green Bay game. Did you see the video of Cam Newton and Clay Matthews?
I did, and, you know, when you watch it, and, you know, what everybody told me when they're watching it live.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And here now come the Falcons. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Brees going to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 68 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Looking long for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, it's Breeze. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go. Like 50.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Running right, this is Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 96 yards, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage of from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Gibbs got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw, Breeze. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Breeze. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big...
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man, yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition.